right here on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas.
Center all night.
We size up the NBA Finals. Now square 2-2 headed back to the Bay.
If you're the Boston Celtics, you have to have a lead going into halftime. You've got to have an aggressive Jaylen Brown to start the game, which has been the case in both wins for the Celtics.
One streak extends, one comes to an end for the Braves and Phillies.
Rising back to the wall. That is out of here. That thing had flames coming off of it. A two-run home run by Duvall.
Carpenter does some hammering for the sizzling Yanks.
Carpenter building the Yankee lead. It's 8-1.
And Notre Dame takes out #1 Tennessee to reach the College World Series.
The Fighting Irish are returning to Omaha.
This is Sports Center all night.
Yeah, I've said it plenty of times. We have a lot left in the tank in terms of what we can do out there on the floor.
Here's Jay Reynolds.
Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM, Channel 80, all that going on, plus an international war of words continues through the weekend in what is normally calm and collected, folks. But also on Sunday.
Runner goes, 0-1 pitch on the way. Hit in the air towards left center field. Under it, Duvall. So is Harris. Duvall is there, and the Braves have won 11 in a row. They just swept the Pirates. It's a perfect homestand. The Braves improved to 34-27 on the year, and an 11-game winning streak, which is tied with the Astros and the Yankees for the longest winning streak in the big leagues this season.
Atlanta going all the way to 11. Braves a 5-3 win over the Pirates. The 11-game win streak matches the 5th longest win streak in team history. First win streak of 11 or more since 2013 when they won 14 straight. The Pirates, meanwhile, 6-game losing streak, the team's longest this season. Phillies had a 9-game win streak until Sunday. They fall to the Diamondbacks 13-1. So the 9-game win streak comes to an end. Their first loss under interim manager Rob Thompson, who is now 8-1. Diamondbacks, meanwhile, scoring 13 runs. That's a season high. Their most in a game since a year ago, April, when they scored 14. It is, though, their third game this season with at least 10 runs. All of those, incidentally, coming on the road. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio. The entire NBA season has distilled everything down to a best of 3. Celtics, Warriors, of course, they're tied 2-2 after the first 4, split the first 2 in San Francisco, and the next 2 in Boston. Game 5 tonight on ABC and here on ESPN Radio. Reports from each team, starting with our Tim Bontemps with the Celtics.
When Robert Williams grabbed at his troublesome left knee and was subbed out for the final few minutes of Game 4 of the NBA Finals Friday night, the Celtics fan base held its collective breath. But Sunday, ahead of Game 5 here in San Francisco Monday night, Williams said his knee is feeling okay. "It's one of my better days," Williams said. Celtics coach Ime Udoka said Williams did nothing specific in tweaking that knee in Game 4, and that he's confident Williams will be able to go as normal in Game 5. Given Williams is the lone Boston big who's given Warrior superstar Stephen Curry the slightest bit of trouble in this series, the Celtics will be hoping he's right.
As the Golden State Warriors look to build off of Stephen Curry's epic Game 4 performance and finally take a series lead in the NBA Finals, the Warriors are stressing the little things to help them build momentum. Draymond Green said at this point in the series, there are a few major adjustments either team can make. You're not going back to your playbook. You're not going to change your personnel. Instead, it's understanding you have to do what you do to the best of your abilities. He said, quote, "It's just a matter of who can do it more consistently. That's who will win this series." Steve Kerr said that through the final 3 games of this best-of-7 series, even the slightest edge of force and energy can make all the difference. He's looking at his team's box outs, ball pressure, and defensive rotations to inform him of the kind of force the Warriors will bring. And he's looking for them to start it from the jump and use their home court to their advantage.
ESPN's Kendra Andrews. Steph Curry, of course, has been impressive. A number of other adjectives as well could be substituted in there. Earlier on ESPN Radio, our Harry Douglas says Boston needs to have a performance like that out of Jason Tatum.
I seen Steph Curry come out there and know he had to put his team on his back. What did Steph Curry give us? Steph Curry gave us, damn it, 43 damn points. 43 points. Jason Tatum better come out there with the Steph Curry mindset, because if not, I got to talk about him. That's what I want to see. I want to see Jason Tatum come out there with that mindset that Steph had, that must win. Because now, going forward, this next game is a must win for the Boston Celtics. I want to see Tatum with that mentality. If I don't see it, then I got more questions to ask.
Jason Tatum on the clock now for game number 5. As for Boston's game plan heading into game 5, Celtics coach Ime Udoka.
Good offense, taking care of the basketball, stopping them from some of their runs, which that all plays a part. So we're really focused on the offensive end, doing some things differently to keep Curry off balance a little bit. But defensively, it hasn't been the problem. It's really our offense.
Celtics not getting quite the offense they need while on the defensive end. Boston really has given Curry plenty of slack while taking away other options for the Warriors. ESPN insider Brian Windhorst.
I think Steph Curry is probably borderline shocked that the Celtics are playing him this way. In high-stakes game dating back to when he was in high school, he was used to getting heavy double teams, everybody trying to force the ball out of his hands. This is not the way he's experienced most of his NBA career. And so he has almost been reluctant to shoot as much as he might need to in this system. He had just 22 shots per game over the first 3 games. Game 4, 26 shots. Wouldn't stun me, especially if the Warriors need it, that he might get up towards 30 in Game 5, and the Celtics are comfortable with it. Ime Udoka said, we should be ahead 3-1 in this series right now. Not because of what Steph Curry did to us, but because our offense has been struggling. The Celtics believe they can win this way. Curry believes this is great. Explosions to follow.
The other head coach making some big news in the fourth quarter of Game 4. Everybody talking about the Draymond Green benching for part of the final period. It's been talked about ad nauseum. What's the game plan heading into Game 5 in that regard?
I think you will see something similar from the Warriors. Now, Steve Kerr refused to acknowledge he was going to stick with the starting lineup change that he made in Game 4, where he put Otto Porter in for Kevon Looney. But forget about who starts. Look at the box score. Kevon Looney played about 10 more minutes in Game 4 than he did in Game 3, and Draymond Green played about 5-6 fewer minutes between 3 and 4. I think you should look for that to continue. Draymond Green is still going to have a big role, and he's still going to be expected to provide a lot. The Kevon Looney has been terrific, and down the stretch of games, it's clear Steve Kerr probably only wants to play one of them because he can't afford to have 2 non-shooters out there. So in the fourth quarter, Kerr is going to have it on his lap again. Looney or Draymond. It's going to be interesting to see which one he goes with.
And Draymond Green saying on Friday he wasn't thrilled when Coach Steve Kerr pulled him out with under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of Game 4 in Boston. Earlier on ESPN Radio, our Myron Metcalf says it shouldn't be a one-time thing.
You can't win in a tight game with Draymond on the floor late. I mean, that's what we saw Friday. Jaylen Brown is cooking that dude, man. Jaylen Brown's destroying him, so he's not a great defender right now. He's 6 for